Have you ever sat beside an elderly woman, maybe your mother, your aunt, or a neighbor, and noticed something in the air? A faint, unfamiliar smell that made you pause for just a moment, not because you were judging, but because deep down something didn't feel right? Maybe you hugged her, felt the warmth of her arms around you, the same arms that once carried you through your childhood, and then, quietly, you noticed a scent. Not foul, not strong, but strange. Something her younger self never had. You don't mention it. You wouldn't dare. But you leave the room wondering, what changed? Let's be honest. No one wants to talk about it. It feels awkward, maybe even disrespectful. But if we don't talk about it, how do we understand it? How do we help the women we love, and maybe even ourselves, age with the grace and dignity they deserve? The truth is, these changes don't come out of nowhere. They creep in slowly. One missed shower, one more medication, one skipped meal, one extra night of poor sleep. It adds up. And before anyone notices, that fresh, vibrant scent of a woman is replaced by something older, something less understood. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about hygiene. In fact, many older women shower regularly, clean their homes, wash their clothes, yet the odor persists.
Why?
Because aging changes everything. Hormones shift. Skin texture alters. The way the body processes food, medication, and stress, it's completely different after 60. Even emotions like grief, loneliness, or anxiety can change the way someone smells. That's why today's video matters more than you think. We're going to reveal the 12 daily habits that might be making older women smell in ways they don't even notice. And the saddest part? Most of them have no idea it's happening. But we're not here to embarrass or shame anyone. We're here to shed light, gently, kindly, and most importantly, to offer solutions that truly work. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's causing those unfamiliar odors, how to prevent them, and how to support the women in your life, or yourself, with love, care, and compassion. If you've ever sat in silence wondering whether to bring it up, or maybe felt embarrassed yourself without knowing what to do, you're not alone. And you're in the right place. Comment "I care" below if this topic speaks to you. And subscribe to Health Advice right now, because we talk about the things others are too afraid to say, all in the name of growing older with dignity, strength, and truth. Let's start with the first habit, one that's more common than you might think. Mary is 72. She lives alone in a quiet little house with a garden she loves. She has a routine. Every morning, she puts on her favorite house sweater. Soft, faded, and comforting. It's been with her for years. She wears it to read, to cook, even to nap in her recliner. One afternoon, her granddaughter came over to visit. They hugged at the door. And later, while helping Mary with the laundry, the little girl wrinkled her nose and asked, "Grandma, why does your sweater smell weird?" Mary was heartbroken. She hadn't noticed anything. To her, it was just her normal smell, safe, familiar. But over time, her favorite sweater had absorbed layers of sweat, skin oils, old perfume, and the scent of cooking oils from the kitchen. It didn't look dirty. It didn't feel dirty. But the odor had built up, slowly, invisibly. You see, clothes don't need to look stained to carry odor. Our bodies naturally shed dead skin cells, oils, and sweat, even when we're just sitting around the house. And as we age, our skin chemistry changes, which means those odors stick more stubbornly to fabrics. A common misconception is this: if it doesn't look dirty, it must be fine. But especially for older adults who spend more time indoors, wearing the same clothes over and over can quietly lead to a musty, unpleasant smell, especially in fabrics like wool, fleece, or synthetic blends. The solution? It's gentle and simple. Rotate your clothes, even your favorite house outfits. If you love that sweater, have 2 or 3 similar ones you can alternate. Hang clothes to air out after wearing. And don't wait for visible stains before you toss something into the laundry basket. Because freshness isn't about appearance, it's about awareness. Now, let's talk about something deeply personal but incredibly important. Helen, a 68-year-old retired teacher, had always been modest. She kept a tidy home, followed a routine, and took pride in her appearance. But in recent years, she found herself slipping into little habits, like wearing the same undergarments for 2, sometimes even 3 days. She told herself, "I barely moved today. I didn't even break a sweat. Why waste another clean pair?" But over time, Helen began noticing a persistent odor, especially at the end of the day. She tried new soaps, changed her laundry detergent, even sprinkled powder, but nothing helped. It wasn't until her doctor gently asked about her hygiene routine that the light bulb went on. Here's the truth that often gets overlooked. The genital area is naturally warm, moist, and enclosed. And that's the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. Even if you don't feel sweaty or active, your body is still shedding dead skin cells and natural secretions, especially in those intimate areas. The biggest misconception is, if I didn't do anything today, I must still be clean. But the body doesn't take a break from its natural processes. And with age, changes in skin texture, pH balance, and hormonal shifts can make odors more noticeable. The fix? It's as simple as making a fresh start each morning. Choose clean, breathable cotton underwear. Avoid tight synthetic fabrics that trap heat and moisture. And commit to changing your undergarments daily, whether you're going out or staying in. Because cleanliness isn't just about how we look on the outside. It's about how we respect and care for the parts of ourselves no one else sees. Let's move on to something that often gets dismissed: hair washing. Evelyn, 75, had always taken pride in her beautiful silver curls. She wore her hair in soft waves, pinned neatly behind her ears, and often received compliments for how elegant she looked. But over time, she started to notice a faint, sour smell whenever she ran her fingers through her hair. It wasn't strong, but it was there lingering. Her pillowcases picked it up, and even her hats held onto the scent. She didn't understand why. After all, she wasn't sweating, she wasn't going outside much, and her hair still looked clean. What could possibly be wrong? The answer lies in something most people forget about: the scalp. Your scalp produces a natural oil called sebum. It's meant to keep your skin and hair hydrated, soft, and protected. But when sebum builds up and stays on the scalp for too long, it starts to oxidize. That means it breaks down, and when it does, it smells. It can even start to feed bacteria or yeast on the scalp, creating a cycle that not only affects how your hair smells, but also how healthy your scalp feels. Now, the common belief is, I don't need to wash my hair often anymore. It doesn't get oily like it used to. But this isn't entirely true. As we age, the scalp can become drier in some areas, oilier in others, and less capable of self-cleansing. The solution is simple, and it doesn't mean daily washing. In fact, overwashing can strip the scalp of its natural balance. Instead, find the sweet spot. For most senior women, washing the hair 1 to 2 times a week is usually enough. Just enough to clear out excess sebum, remove product buildup, and refresh the scalp without overdrying it. Use a gentle shampoo, ideally one that's sulfate-free and formulated for aging hair. And take your time massaging the scalp. That massage not only removes buildup but also improves circulation, which is vital for scalp health. Because it's not just about how your hair looks, it's how you feel when someone hugs you, when you lay your head down, or when you walk by and leave behind the subtle, clean scent of self-care. Let's talk about something you might never suspect: your clothing. Specifically, synthetic fabrics like polyester, nylon, spandex. They feel soft, they dry quickly, they don't wrinkle much, so it's easy to think they're helping. But here's the hidden truth: those materials don't breathe. And that means, once your body starts to warm up, even slightly, the sweat you release gets trapped. There's nowhere for it to evaporate. The moisture builds up, mixes with the natural bacteria on your skin, and that's where the odor starts. It's subtle at first. Maybe it's just when you raise your arms or bend down to pick something up. But over time, that trapped moisture turns into a permanent scent in the fabric. Even washing doesn't always get it out. Many women say, "But these clothes are so comfortable. They stretch, they're easy to wear around the house." That might be true. But comfort shouldn't come at the cost of feeling clean. The better alternative? Natural fabrics. Think breathable cotton, linen, or even bamboo. These materials let your skin breathe. They wick away sweat instead of trapping it. So next time you open your closet, give yourself the gift of freshness. Start replacing synthetic pieces with fabrics that actually support your body, especially in warm weather or during hormonal shifts. Now, let's talk about cleansing the body.
Daily.
Many older women stop bathing every day, and the reasons are understandable. Maybe you've had a fall in the tub and now you're nervous. Or maybe arthritis makes it hard to step over the edge or lift your arms. Maybe you just don't feel dirty. But even when you don't feel sweaty, your body is still releasing oils, toxins, and dead skin. And that buildup? It hides in the folds, under your breasts, behind the knees, in the underarms, around the groin. You may not notice it at first, but others might, especially in warm weather or if you're wearing layers. The good news? You don't need to jump into a full shower every day. There are safe and simple ways to stay clean. No-rinse body wipes. Warm sponge baths with gentle soap. Using a long-handled sponge to reach your back. Because staying fresh isn't just about smell, it's about dignity. It's about looking in the mirror and feeling cared for. Even on the days when a full shower feels like too much, your body still deserves loving attention. Let's go deeper, to the mouth. Jean was 81 and still sharp as a tack. But she started noticing people pulling away during conversations. Her son brought it up gently. He said her breath had changed. She brushed her teeth, sure. But what she didn't realize was this: bad breath wasn't coming from her breath. It was coming from underneath her dentures. You see, our mouths are warm, moist, and full of nooks where bacteria love to hide. And when we don't clean them properly, especially if we wear dentures or partials, those bacteria grow. They create odor. Sometimes they even cause infection. It's not just about brushing. It's about soaking dentures in a cleaning solution, using antiseptic mouthwash, brushing the tongue. Because oral hygiene isn't just for your smile, it's for your overall health. Poor oral care has been linked to heart issues, digestive problems, and more. So don't skip it. Morning and night. Gentle, intentional, and thorough. Your mouth is the gateway to your body. Protect it with care. Now, this next one is sneaky. Dehydration. You may not feel thirsty. That's common as we age. The thirst response dulls. But here's what happens when your body doesn't get enough water. Your kidneys can't flush toxins properly. Your sweat becomes more concentrated. Your breath may dry out. Your skin holds onto waste. And all of that contributes to stronger, often sour or musty, body odors. It's not just about drinking a full glass every few hours. For many seniors, it's better to sip slowly throughout the day. Keep a water bottle by your favorite chair. Add a bit of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. And watch your urine. It should be pale yellow. If it's darker, that's your body's way of saying, I need more water. Being hydrated doesn't just affect how you feel, it affects how you smell. It helps every system in your body run smoother. Start with a few extra sips a day. Your body will thank you. Let's talk food. Because yes, what you eat changes how you smell. Garlic, onions, asparagus, curry, these flavors are delicious, especially in hearty meals. But the sulfur compounds in them don't just stay in your stomach. They travel through your bloodstream, to your lungs, your skin, your sweat. And while you may have eaten these foods all your life, your metabolism has changed. Your liver doesn't break down these compounds as quickly. That means the odors last longer. Does that mean you should stop eating your favorite meals? Not necessarily. It means balance. If you eat a garlicky dish, balance it with a side of parsley. Sip lemon water. Add probiotic yogurt to your breakfast. These help your gut process those odor-causing compounds faster. Because food is fuel. It's culture. It's comfort. But it also talks to the outside world through your skin and breath. Feed your body wisely, and it'll return the favor. Here's a habit many overlook: changing sheets and towels. You lay in bed every night. You sweat a little, shed skin cells, release oils from your scalp and body. Over time, your sheets become a layer of buildup. Even if they look clean, they start to hold on to smells. Same with towels. They dry your body, But if you reuse them too many times, they start to smell musty. That odor transfers back onto your skin, even after you've just bathed. Try this simple rule. Change your bath towel every 3 uses. Wash your sheets once a week. Add a little white vinegar to the rinse cycle if needed. It helps kill bacteria and neutralize odor. Fresh linens make a bigger difference than you think. They cradle you while you rest, and you deserve to rest in freshness. Let's talk skin, your largest organ. As we age, the rate at which our skin sheds dead cells slows down. Those cells build up, especially in areas like the back, the chest, the feet, and behind the ears. And when dead skin mixes with sweat and oil, it starts to smell stale. You might notice a slightly sour scent that just doesn't go away, even after a shower. That's often from this buildup. You don't need fancy scrubs or expensive products. Just a soft washcloth, a gentle loofah, a soft brush. Once a week, give your body a little exfoliation. Focus on the folds, the creases, the spots that don't get much air. It's not about being rough. It's about renewal. Your skin works hard to protect you. Help it breathe, too. Let's head down to the feet. Many older women have a favorite pair of house shoes. They're easy to slip on, they've molded to the foot, and they feel just right. But if you've worn the same pair for months or even years, there's a problem. Your feet sweat, even if it's just a little. And when that moisture gets trapped inside old shoes, it creates the perfect environment for odor-causing bacteria and fungus. That smell can cling to your slippers, your socks, and even your floors. What can you do? Sprinkle baking soda inside the shoes once a week. Alternate between 2 pairs, so one can air out each day. Leave them in the sun when possible. It helps kill odor naturally. Fresh feet start with fresh shoes. Don't overlook them. Habit number 12. Not addressing incontinence or bladder leaks. 18 to 1900 hours. Narrator's voice. Format for direct TDS copy and paste only. Now, this one is sensitive, but we have to talk about it. Bladder leaks. Many senior women deal with light incontinence. It's more common than people admit. A little leak when you laugh. A dribble during the night. But if not managed properly, it can lead to lingering urine odor on the skin, on undergarments, even on furniture. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel alone. There are dignified, simple ways to handle this. Use incontinence pads, not just regular ones. Clean the area immediately after any leaks with warm water or wipes. Pat dry gently. And protect your skin with zinc-based creams. These help prevent irritation and lock out odor. Your body is doing its best. Show it care. Not with judgment, but with preparation. Let's quickly recap the 12 everyday habits that can quietly lead to unwanted odors in older women. Wearing the same clothes repeatedly. Not changing undergarments daily. Infrequent hair washing. Wearing synthetic fabrics. Skipping daily body cleansing. Ignoring oral hygiene. Dehydration. Eating odor-causing foods. Neglecting laundry for bed linens and towels. Lack of skin exfoliation. Wearing old, worn shoes indoors. Not addressing incontinence or bladder leaks. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware. Little changes lead to big improvements in how you feel, how you carry yourself, and how others experience your presence. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Or have you noticed these patterns in someone you care about? Comment below and let's start a real, supportive conversation. You never know who might need to hear your story or who might feel less alone because of it. If this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing to Health Advice. We're here to make sure no one goes through the aging journey feeling confused, ashamed, or alone. We break things down with heart, with honesty, and with practical solutions you can actually use. So don't miss what's coming next. Thank you for spending your time here with me today. Remember this, your body is not betraying you. It's simply speaking louder than it used to. And now you know how to listen. Stay informed, stay empowered, and always stay kind to yourself. In our next video, we'll talk about one simple natural remedy, something you can sip each morning, that has helped thousands of older women feel fresher from the inside out. You don't want to miss it. You've come this far, and that tells me something, you care. You care about your body. You care about your health. And more importantly, you care about aging with dignity. Now, take that care a step further. Share this video with a friend, a sister, or even your mother. You never know who might be silently struggling with the same concerns but feels too embarrassed to ask for help. Let's normalize these conversations, because the truth is, we're all learning, adjusting, and growing, no matter our age. Remember, subscribing isn't just for you. It helps us create more thoughtful content for women just like you, wise, experienced, and deserving of real answers. And before you go, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? I'd love to know which part of the world our community is reaching. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, know this. Your presence here matters. You're not invisible. You're not forgotten. You are valued, respected, and deeply appreciated. Until next time, take care of your body, treat your soul with kindness, and never stop believing that your best days can still be ahead. I'll see you in the next one.